Sam, can you lead us in the word first?
What's certain? The gracious eternal Father, we thank you for another day's journey. We thank you for those who have gathered on today, and we ask that you continue to give us wisdom, knowledge, and understanding as we go into the fall of the year and we go into budget season. We ask that you would touch the bereaved families all around the community and throughout our city. And we just thank you for all things great and small in Jesus' name. Amen.
Moving. Approval of tonight's agenda,
I'll make a motion to approve the agenda as presented.
Second.
been moved by Mr. McKenna, second by Mr. Newton. Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Ayes have it. Okay, we move, review and approval of meeting minutes for August 12th, 2025 meeting.
I move that we approve the meeting minutes from August 12th, 2025.
Second.
By Mr. McKenna, second by Mr. Newton. Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, approval of claims. We got the property at $137,860.97. Public safety at $84,669.70.
Make a motion to approve the claims.
Second.
Sorry.
It's been moved and second. Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Ayes have it. Public comment. See, we got to stay in the room.
Yeah.
No comments?
One at a time, please.
Okay, let's move on to report to committee. We got the sheriff department. I didn't hear nothing from the sheriff.
I haven't either. I know the crime and unit is information was attached to the agenda. The crime suppression unit.
Did everybody get his report?
Yeah.
All right, let's move on. Emergency Management Agency.
Thank you. Good evening, everybody. Attended a number of meetings, been kind of a busy month for us. I'm not gonna get through all this, but the Illinois Administration Code for basically it oversees emergency management agencies and the counties is still up for review, and they're making changes. This has really turned into a kind of a nightmare, in my opinion. We attended meetings on 28th, the 4th, and the 5th, discuss potential changes, how we oversee our emergency operations plan, and all different plans that feed into that. They're looking at extending some dates, and nobody can seem to come to an agreement at this point. I'm hoping after this last meeting now, they're finally gonna just lay the law down and say this is what we're gonna do, and we'll live with it for a while. But it's been kind of frustrating to have to sit through the meetings. We participated in the StarCom drill or multi-StarCom drill, everything works fine there. We had our emergency management partners meeting on September 4th. And then prior to that, we had our Region 2 meeting, which was down in Tijuana on the 14th of August. That meeting was well attended, and Ted Berger, the IEMA acting director, was present. Opened himself up for questions and stuff. He is a local guy. He's originally from the Rockford area. He's a volunteer firefighter for Harlem Hospital. He has a long history with IEMA emergency management. He worked for the actual Chicago office emergency manager for a number of years. So he will be easy to work with. I met him many years ago. It's kind of nice to be on a first name basis with the director. Not that I'm going to jump any kind of chain of command or anything, but he did give me a cell number. If you have a question, feel free to call. So that's good to know. Chris Dodd was also there. We moved on. We're working on the EMA budget worksheet. We'll discuss that later on tonight. Was contacted by the Southern Gas Company, which is NICOR's a subsidiary of. So we're going to be doing some training with them. I'm going to try to get the local emergency planning committee and the first responders that actually have that gas pipeline going through the county involved in some training in a meeting. That should be coming up here in the next couple of months. Had an interesting call from Beth Summers in the Freeport School District. She would like for me to come up with an educational field trip. I was hoping to talk to the sheriff tonight, sometime in late October. I think what I'm gonna do, and this is kind of a big undertaking, it's probably gonna be 2 days. She has, I believe, 19 different classes that she wants to run through. I'm not sure where we're gonna do this, either out of my office at the highway department. I'd like to take them down to the courthouse, but I want to talk with the sheriff first, and that may be a logistical nightmare. So we'll work on that, but I'm excited to work with the school district on that. She's looking for presentations on local emergency management and weather and the impacts of catastrophic weather events for the school kids. Other than that, I guess that's all I have for now.
With that, would you need any assistance from the committee to help you with that?
As far as training for the students,
Well,
I wouldn't turn it down. I'll tell you that, but I really don't know.
right.
what I'm gonna do at this point.
Yeah.
And Beth wants to be involved with it too.
Okay.
She wants her input on it. I'm foreseeing about a 15 to 20 minute session with each group. I'm leaning towards probably the county highway department because we'll be able to set up like UPC 5 and SR 30 and different things that we can kind of walk them through and show them.
Okay,
And that's an easier place to bring a bus into and get out of rather than try to tie up in front of the courthouse. I'm not sure they would be all impressed. I like the courthouse as far as a training room, but getting the kids in and out of the courthouse on a Monday or Tuesday may not be the smartest thing to do. So.
okay.
Any other questions?
Any questions?
No.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. County coroner, I did hear, I haven't heard anything from her either, so.
Yeah.
Okay. We can might skip the next two, because there's nothing on that either.
Sure. Maybe, I don't know if this is possible, maybe if you called and asked about.
But I will keep trying. I'll keep trying. Okay. Let's go with old business, review and approval of proposed fiscal 26 budget.
Hmm.
Mr. Thompson, since you're the only one here, let's start with you.
I feel like I'm being picked on. Absolutely no changes from the previous month's presentation. Was everybody, Luann, you weren't here, I guess. You want me to go through it or?
I was here for part of it.
Okay. I mean, I can go through it, but I mean.
Yeah, let's go through it again.
Okay, all right. The first line item for revenue, is emergency management, the EMPG grant. We talked about that. Right now for fiscal year 2025, I have $18,400 that have been submitted for reimbursement. That has been approved, but I have not seen any money come through here yet. I'm hoping to get that in the next week or two. As far as next year, the 2025 EMPG grant, we are in the month of September, and normally we submit our application for that grant. As it stands right now, I have not received any input from the state IEMA as far as when we can submit that and so forth. It doesn't take me long. It's a reoccurring grant, but I do like to get the chairman, get it to him and Georgia in a timely manner so they can review it and sign it. So I'm just kind of waiting with leadership of IEMA when we're going to submit that. I'm not real optimistic with the governor and our president's kind of going at it. I don't think, I'm just not optimistic we're going to see that grant this year. I hope I'm wrong, but that's about $24,500 that we get. Interest income, we conservatively leave that at $1,000. I can see in 2024, you can see it was much higher. This year is kind of tracking to be obviously much higher than $1,000. The transfer from public safety is 82.8. That has been that way as long as I've been here and before. I see no reason to increase it. I think that's a nice amount as it stands right now. cash carry forward, excuse me, with the expenses that I have for the rest of the year and the income I'm projecting, and part of that is that EMPG grant, so that could be reduced by 20. I hope that's not the case, but, regardless, I'm also very, very conservative with my cash carry forward at 60,000. So that's the revenue side. The director's salary, you guys are in session with that on my contract. The deputy director is just a standard cost of living that the county board has approved, for this budget. Stationary supplies, just a slight increase just with inflation. We're getting rid of the office equipment under 500. I don't use it. I'm not sure what that was for, I guess office equipment, but I don't really need that. Increase in clothing allowance, again, is more of an inflationary type thing. Volunteer support, we're staying the same. Mileage, I'm increasing $500 just again for, inflation. Mobile equipment and software, I'm sorry, telephone is increasing. I've included multiple, departments in that over the past few years, and some of the, departments that I supply cell phones for are animal control, the highway department, the nursing home, and, the IT department. So I've added phones on top of those to, the nursing center has a second phone and the highway department has a third phone. The highway department is for the highway supervisor and his two foremen, so they can stay in contact. I think it's important that they have a push to talk feature so they can, if their radios are down, they can actually use the phones and they have in the past. IT, I felt was imperative to have him have communications through FirstNet, and the nursing center, we only had one phone. I thought have another one there would be fine. So I did that, and that increased my budget. As you can see, I still gonna come way under, I believe, the 12,000, but I may add some more MiFis, which we have spread out throughout the country. One is the county, one is here, one's at the county highway department, two at the one is at the county highway office for meetings that are held out there. Two are with the county highway department. Two are with SR 30, and there's two spares in my office. So, mobile equipment software, I'm increasing that, because of two things. I'm worried about the Starcom, cost increasing, and the fact that we approved the weather stations, and that's another $1,800 a year software, charge for me to maintain all those weather stations, have access to those. Equipment repair stays the same. Tower rental, I put that in at 1,250 just because I'm anticipating a possible increase. I'm not saying it's gonna happen, but I want to be prepared if it does. Rent, I kept that. No, I did increase that. I'm not sure where that's gonna go. I would like to have some more space that's already out there. So I'm thinking that's gonna be an increase I'm gonna have to justify there. Computer equipment is possible. I may not have to do anything with that. I have money still in the budget this year. I'd like to buy another workstation and possibly another one next year for the new radio room, and or one that I can use at the EOC. Meetings and seminars is the same. No, it's increased 500. We did not have an IEMA training summit this year for whatever reason. They canceled it early in the spring, so we're not gonna use it this year. I'm anticipating that they will have one next year, and I'm anticipating that the costs are gonna go up, so that's where that is. Instruction and schooling is gonna stay the same. Robin and I are pretty much set with our training, and most of our training is free. Local Emergency Planning Commission, that's just incidentals that we use for supplies and things. I'm comfortable with that staying where it's at. The Homeland Preparedness Fund is we kind of mimicked the emergency preparedness grant amount. I just dropped that down to 20 because that's really what we're going to spend this year. Hopefully, we're looking at a $10,000 assistance to the county highway department to put up the radio tower on Route 26 and McConnell Road. And then $3,000 for the county highway department special special weather stations that have a camera and can sense road temperatures. So Dale's gonna buy 2 of those. I agreed I could help him with one of them. He wants to. I agreed to help him with one of them. Everything else stays the same as far as the emergency fund, the flood mitigation, and emergency equipment. They're all there. Pretty quick, pretty straightforward. Any questions? Yes, go ahead.
Mr. Townsend, what if we don't get that $24,000? What is your backup plan?
Our backup plan is we have a lot of money in our checkbook. I have 120 some thousand. We're not gonna be affected this year. My backup plan next year, and obviously I'm always looking for grant funding, but it's just not out there right now.
Right.
Next year we can also maybe, and I'm not even saying next year, maybe 2020, 7, 28. Maybe then we can look at possibly, increasing the transfer for public safety. But I don't foresee it being much of an issue. I will miss the money, don't get me wrong. I can always find things to spend them on. But I don't anticipate it being a big problem.
Okay, thank you.
Mhm.
Yes, Mr. Newman. Oh, I was looking at.
I know, Scott, the administrator at the nursing center, asked me what to do with the county cell phone. I didn't know you added a second one, with Serenity Estates or Freeport Nursing,
Yeah.
taking over under their management agreement.
I'll take them back, what I'll do.
Yeah, because I had him reach out to Nate because I know they're still working on separating the VoIP phone numbers out of the county's account. So I just,
What I'll probably do. Well, I'll talk to you about it and see if there's somebody else that you can come up with that may benefit from having that, or we feel that should have one if an emergency situation arises. Otherwise I'll shut them down. Yeah, they're no longer the county, so, yeah. We'll talk about that tomorrow.
okay.
Okay.
If that's the case, then would that change your request in the budget?
Not really, because I'll probably get some more MiFi's, case they seem to be pretty popular.
And I know, elections, they used them and
Okay. Any questions?
Maybe I should know, but SR30, what is that?
That's, this, the rescue, Stephenson County Rescue Vehicle, that's, the 911 center on wheels, basically is what that is.
So.
Yeah.
Oh,
And it's old. I wish the sheriff should be weigh in on an opinion on that, but there's been a lot of money invested in that vehicle, and that vehicle is close to 30 years old. But it works well, and we're not gonna make any drastic changes yet, but at some point, we're gonna have to upgrade that trailer or come up with something different. But again, that's more his baby than mine.
Any other questions? Okay. All right,
Thank you.
Before I go any further, I see Mr. Wall is here. You want to address the committee concerning the budget process?
The budget process as a whole, or,
Yeah.
I think with any general fund impacted departments, right now, we're in a deficit in the general fund. That's taking into consideration some moving around to the tax levy, reducing IMRF, putting that money into general fund. VAC also asked for $140,000 more. So taking that into account. So there's just, there's
Who is
veterans assistance.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're part of our levy, so, mental health fund 708 board asked for a small increase as well. So just some things to take into consideration. Right now, the capital fund, which funds all the supplemental requests, there is a transfer to fund those requests, which is nowhere near what is being asked. So just different things to think about what the priorities are.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Mr. Chairman,
Yes,
if I could, I'm pretty sure everybody here knows how the levies work, but when others ask for more, something else has to be reduced. So when VAC is asking for 140,000, means another levy is gonna have to be reduced by that if we approve that. General fund, IMRF, whatever it is.
Police, sheriff's department. No,
No,
Those are statutorily.
yeah.
those are statutory.
I guess I'm just saying to keep that in mind. It's not that you can just go ahead and give it to them and not understand the back end of it.
okay.
Can't just increase. Something else has gotta be decreased.
Unless you want to increase taxes as a whole.
But even if you do that, you won't be able to collect enough probably for everyone's
Right.
requests.
Right.
Something will still
It's
have to
about
be cut.
a little over 500,000, what's allowed.
Okay,
So on that happy note,
let's move on.
Thank you. All right, let's move on to the coroner and, I have
Does it have a budget in?
nothing, I have,
Mr. Chairman,
yes.
I just, if you'll notice what I sent, to the committee members, I just put everything that was in the budget last year in the budget this year. As a placeholder, if the coroner decides to put new numbers in, that's fine, but I just wanted to kind of get an idea. The only thing that did change was that the enterprise lease for the coroner vehicle, they paid that off this year, so that will no longer be a factor. But basically that was a transfer from the general fund to pay the lease, and that was an in and out type of thing, so
Okay.
it's balanced as it stands, right? Just with everything being the same from 2025.
Mr. Chairman,
Yes,
can I ask a question?
yes.
Where's he at here today on 25s? If you have access to that.
Right, so the budgeted expenses that were, it was at 207,000, he's at 122,000.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Good.
So how you wanna handle this tonight? You wanna wait till, can we be able to move this on?
You can wait till October,
Okay.
but you have to have it approved in October.
Okay. In the meantime, I'll try to reach out to him and. But however, it's, you could be able to go online and see what the request is. Okay.
Do you need much Scott's ahead? Do you need much Scott's ahead, or we're just waiting on it?
Should we do them individually or do we?
Let's do them individually, please.
Yeah, we could do it.
Okay.
We can do Scott's.
Yeah, we can do Scott.
So I make a motion to approve the budget for emergency management. Fiscal year 26.
I was moved by Ms. Hayes.
I was settled.
Second by Mr. McKenna, any questions? All in favor? All opposed? Yeah.
Maybe to hang around, because I'm,
Thank you.
all right, good night, everybody.
Well, thanks, Scott.
Thanks,
The
Scott.
sheriff department. He did present us his budget last month. Has anybody-
Anything change?
I don't think and nothing's been changed. Yeah, we can wait till next month, can we?
We're gonna have to, right? I mean, we did have questions on some of this stuff.
Where are you going?
It'll be executive session.
Yeah, executive session's next.
Do you not have an agenda?
Yeah.
He's a movie.
newlyweds, you gotta go home. So how we gonna do?
I'm gonna have to push this through to October. Are we all gonna be here in October? That's the question. Will we have a quorum in October in order to move this forward? I will be here.
Yes, now I plan to be here.
You do? Okay.
Well, it's usually the same, four of us, so.
Okay.
All right, well, we'll wait till next month because in the meantime, I will try to reach out to the coroner and see what's on, so,
Yes, please.
okay? New business. Nothing?
Now we're going to.
Now we go to the next session.
Executive session to discuss employment matters.
Second, we'll move by Mr. McKenna, second by Mr. Newton, all in favor?
Aye.
I am opposed. I said, thank you, ladies.
Thank you, ladies.